From education, we move to matters business. Local furniture manufacturers are experiencing low production of the commodity in the country. This is attributed to not only the recent increase in fuel prices, but also to the new directive from the Ministry of Environment described as joint verification and confirmation of source and origin. The directive, which aims at regulating harvesting, transportation and utilization of timber, has left small-scale timber dealers bearing significant losses. Our reporter Brian Itava visited timber dealers and carpenters in Ruiru, Kiambu County and filed the following report.
The government, through the Ministry of Environment, on February 24 declared a 90-day moratorium on logging in public and community forests. Later, after the 3-month suspension, the ban was lessened to allow private tree growers owning commercial forest plantations to continue with their operations. To evade higher cost, timber suppliers have resolved to seek the resource from the private forest owners. According to high-rise timber yard proprietor John Shikuku, the applicable taxes and levies placed on harvesting and movement of timber from the state-owned forest weigh down on the product supplies.
For now, mbao iko bei kali. Sio bei rahisi venye tunaweza sema ama tunaweza nini. Mbao ilipanda kuanzia mwezi wa 3 wakati walipanda. Hiyo ndio ilianza na new rates yenye tunauza saa hii. Na mimi si deal na ya msitu, na deal na mbao ya kutoka mashinani.
Among some of the effects of the Joint Verification and Confirmation of Source and Origins Directive is the shift in timber prices, which has informed new price rates in timber business, which consequently has led to the increase in furniture prices.
Hapo kitambo tulikuwa tunauza tuseme 61 ya Cravaria. Ilikuwa inatoka kitu 22 bob, but for now inatoka up to 26 bob per foot. Ilipanda na 4 bob. Na hiyo ilikosiwa na 2 things. Ile ban, ile kusimamishwa kufungwa kwa msitu na fuel cost.
Both carpenters and timber suppliers are receiving the short end of the stick as a result of the June's new logging directive issued by the Ministry of Environment. According to Paul Nduati, who is a carpenter in Ruiru, the government should reduce taxes and levies charged in timber business.
Hii kazi yetu imekuwa ugumu kwa sababu mbao ziko expensive sana na kuzipata ni ngumu. Na tungeomba serikali punguze tax, at least tuzipate kwa bei nafuu, ndio tupate makastoma venye tulikuwa tunawapata hapo kitambo. Sasa kazi imepungua. Sasa si kama kitambo tunapata customer wachache na kuwapata bado ni shida.
Julius Waema, another local carpenter in Ruiru, could not agree more.
Kama kwa wakati kama huu ulikuwa na hii ban la mbao, hiyo nyingine imeaffect kidogo. Sababu wakati silifungwa sasa ilikuwa ni shida kupata mbao. Zile zinapata zinakuja zikiwa expensive na vitu zinaenda bei juu. Watu wanakataa kununua. Kwa hivyo government ikiangalia mambo ya mbao, ione vile jinsi inaweza tuweze kupata mbao itatusaidia.
Despite the pleas from local timber retailers and carpenters to have the government to completely lift the ban on logging, the government in April clarified that in consideration of the joint verification and confirmation of source and origin, the harvesting and felling of timber in private plantations and woodlots can still go on.
Anytime Kenyans face economic difficulties of any kind, they have the government to blame, and that truth is not far from furniture makers. It's a new revelation that not only timber ban has crippled their businesses, but also fuel prices. Brian